Anonymous dollar tip. This person says, I romanced An in Persona 5. She's my real waifu in any game. Oh, she's my first real waifu in any game. Do you have a similar story? Do you have any romance missions in your playthroughs? Listen, I am 100% for anyone out there. If you want to have a virtual romance in a video game, go for it. That's your prerogative. That's your choice. I respect your choice. If you think that that's meaningful to you, if it adds to the content of a game or a playthrough, go for it. Some games have it. Some games don't. It depends on the game. If you notice, it seems like a lot of these Japanese-centric cultural games, like the Yakuza series or these JRPGs, seem to be the ones that have those kind of virtual dating mini games and virtual relationship games in them. And I think it's because in Japan, let's be honest, in Japanese culture, it's proven. The Japanese populace tend to be so work-centric, right? They're so busy with their jobs and their careers. That's what they focus on for a lot of their lives. It's actually a problem in Japan where a lot of people don't seek out meaningful relationships, don't get married, don't have kids. It's becoming almost a big epidemic in Japan that now it's all about work, 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 work. So where do they seek out those kind of relationships? Virtually, in video games, or going to one of these what are they called? I can't even remember now. The cafe you go to and the person acts like they're your girlfriend or boyfriend, but they're not, and you're just paying them. There's a word for it. It's not escort. It's something else in Japan. I can't believe I'm completely having a brain fart about this because we've seen it in Yakuza a million times, right? How am I not hosting? Thank you. The whole hosting, the host clubs, right? People know they're not getting a real relationship, but they go and spend tons of money on it. When you're playing a video game, you know that's not a real relationship, but you're getting some entertainment out of it, right? And that's why I think we find these as majorly prominent in games from Japan, okay? That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's an observation, all right? If you get entertainment factor out of that, good for you. Enjoy. It's in there. It's to be enjoyed. I don't think anyone has a right to criticize your ability to enjoy content that's in that video game, all right? But at the very same time, I don't partake in that stuff usually because I don't feel there's value in it. I'm in a loving relationship with my wife. We don't need virtual relationships. We don't care about that shit. By the way, if you ever do stuff like that as a public-faced content creator, people make fun of it. People try to say ridiculous conspiracy theory nonsense about it. Oh, because Phil has a virtual waifu in this game. That probably upsets his wife, and he's cheating on his wife by having a waifu in this video game. And dumb shit like that. So why bother even doing the setup for that kind of online horse shit, right? So usually if I'm in a video game and any of these stupid virtual relationships or anything are available, I'll skip it because I don't see the value in it. But that's me. I'm in a different life situation than a lot of other people, and I'm okay with that. And I would ask that if I'm going to respect everyone else's ability, if they want to enjoy those virtual relationships, please respect my ability to abstain from them. And don't try to misconstrue it and spin it into something dramatic or toxic or conspiracy theory level bullshit. Just say, okay, I get it. It's no big deal. Who cares? It's not my business. Who gives a shit, right? Same thing. I don't give a shit if you have a virtual... I don't care if An is your virtual waifu. Why the hell would I give a shit, right? It's not my business. You have fun with the game. Same thing here. If I don't want to do a virtual dating sim in Yakuza, I'll skip it, and you should respect that decision as well. And if you don't, well, that's your own fault, and you're being unreasonable. That just like I think it's unreasonable if someone judges you for doing it. Either way is fine. Just respect everyone else's. You know what it is? Live and let live. Everyone respect everyone else, and then you'll have a good life. Not being, so overly crazy judgmental towards people because they do one thing or another. Okay? Okay, there you go.